Okay, YouTube. This reply is actually about the swine flu epidemic, and it's about the situation in regards to people actually taking shots and being shot up with what they call the swine flu H1N1 serum to inoculate you against H1N1, and a good part of it is what they call, what I guess is actually mercury inside of it, and it's affecting the brain of people. And I was looking at the blog on YouTube, and this is partly in response to the blog on YouTube about the cheerleader being affected by the having the swine flu shot, and then not being able to walk because of it, because it was actually affecting the brain of the cheerleader, where she can run and talk fine, but then when she slows down, she begins to waver and almost fall as though she have MS or something like that. Well, a lot of these diseases and a lot of these more current sicknesses are due to super germs, and this is part of the reason why you cannot kill it with natural remedies. A lot of these things they experiment with inside of laboratories get out into the public one way or another. It's debatable about how and the motive behind the reason why these things are getting out into the public. But one thing the public have to understand is we need to take a look at whatever we're being shot up with and think about whether it's an extreme necessity or not for us to take these things. I remember when I was a kid, they would pull the big mobile home up where they would get out into the community, and they would give people free shots for various things. And my family never actually, we never visited the mobile van or the mobile home. And a lot of people, especially in the black community, do not trust these things because we feel as though we have been a victim of genocide for maybe as long as we have been free from slavery. So that carries on into today. We don't know the motive. We can debate the motive, but any type of sickness that's natural on this planet, natural herbs, natural remedies should be able to cure us, because actually the human immune system is a lot stronger than what most people think. We actually don't need to be shot up with all of these different things. A lot of things that we are getting today are manufactured somehow, somewhere, in some type of a laboratory or what have you, and because of it, our natural immune system have no defense against it, because these aren't types of germs or viruses that comes from living natural on the earth. How a pig can cross with a bird and then create some supersized or supersonic or whatever you call it flu, which no one has the ability to have an immunity against, supposedly, unless they get a shot that's actually, or seems to be, a lot more dangerous than the flu itself. So I didn't get the shot. A lot of my family members didn't get the shot. But if you think about to yourself, someone may say, well, I got the shot and it actually didn't do anything to me. I'm just fine. They're not guaranteeing that you will not get the H1N1 if you take this shot. They're basically just saying it may help against it. But what if you're a person who, like this cheerleader here on YouTube, you're trying to make a career of that, then you take this shot and now you can't walk. You can't, your neuro or your brain is now functioning in a way where you can't even talk and speak normally unless you're running down the street or walking backwards. I mean, come on. A lot of times I think we are being experimented on. They will take something and put it into population and then create a fear for it. And then after this fear is created, now we stand in lines, sometimes a half a block long, for them to protect us against something that they created to begin with. And so, and then that even goes into the situation with this inoculation or the children being prepared and getting their shots before they start school. And all of this stuff being shot into our veins and breaking down our biological chemistry that we don't even know what it is. And then we have to turn around then, and a lot of us end up with some type of a something that's 1,000 times worse than what we were trying to prevent. And then no one wants to take responsibility for that. So, in my opinion, I think it's better for one to take their own chances, take their own risks, and build your immune system up. Eat fresh vegetables, eat more healthy, eat them daily if possible. If you want to, you can also throw in a multivitamin. Different remedies. Get yourself a good remedy book. Golden Seal, Echinacea, you name it. We come from the earth, so our bodies are physical, but within that physical body there is a spirituality which uses this body as a vessel. So that's the reason why they say ashes to ashes, dust to dust. What comes from the earth will then return to the earth, but the vessel that we live in, even though the vessel that we live in, I should say, will return to the earth, we are a being, what they call a human being. Human being. A being is to exist. In a lot of scriptures they say when God wanted something to exist, he said be, and it was. So to be means to exist. Okay? And the way that we exist is within the human body. So we're human. The type of being we are is a human type of being. So what we need to do is analyze whatever is recommended for us. We need to analyze these things. We need to think about things, not to let people judge for us everything that we need to do, and we sit down like little children and say, well, what should we do? Well, what do you think? Well, educate yourself on these things. You see? Get your own understanding of the way things are, the way things should be. Not necessarily that you should look for anyone else for the answers, but get yourself a multitude of information and then make a judgment based on that. It's not that difficult. So that's the end of my blog. Give me an opinion on what you think about what I'm saying about this. Thank you.